Okay, today I want to basically create a structure that we understand each other for you to improve your speaking skills, okay, more than anything else. First rule, we cannot be very shy. We really need to make an effort to speak. Thank you for turning on your cam, Tarn. I appreciate that. Feel free, the rest of the class, please, if you feel like, if you're not shy, please turn on your cam so that we can also visually see each other. I think it's a better way of connecting. Okay, I would appreciate that. Now, we cannot be shy. We need to speak, even though I know that you might have fears to make mistakes. Oh, what if I sound funny? What if I make a mistake? We all have these fears, okay? I learned other languages in my life, and of course, we have those fears. But here, we are in a safe zone. Here, we are in a familiar zone, okay? Here, we are here to learn and I'm here to teach and I'm here to share my knowledge with you. So there's no need to be shy. This is the first rule. Please don't be shy. We need to make a conscious effort to say whatever we can say during the class. Okay, of course, I'm going to guide you with some questions, with some structure, with some methodology, but I need you to make a personal effort in order to say and speak and talk. This is very important. Now, if you want to practice good speaking habits, the first step is to listen carefully. If we cannot listen carefully, if we don't pay attention to what we are listening, it is not very easy to speak because we first of all need the data to register through our audio capacity. We need to first listen. In Sinhalese, the sounds in Sri Lanka, the sounds are different than English. You have different sounds, and we have different sounds in English, especially in standard American English. We have different sounds. Now, for that reason, first point, you need to get your ears accustomed to the sounds that we got in English. And that way, the next step is trying to repeat, trying to imitate those sounds, trying to imitate. Okay, so this is also very important. Beautiful waterfall, by the way, Susil. I like that. I love waterfalls, and you got beautiful waterfalls in Sri Lanka. I was there. Was it last year? I think it was last year. I can't keep track of time, so I of course fell in love with your beautiful country. I'm sure some of you
Thank
know
you,
that.
sir.
You're welcome. And I think you guys are wonderful people in Sri Lanka. You're very polite and very nice people in Sri Lanka. Okay, so a couple more explanations, and then we will actually start with today's session officially. Okay, first of all, I'm giving you this information so that you understand my point, and we are on the same page. So we need to listen carefully. We cannot be shy. We need to pay attention, right? And shake off that feeling of, oh, I don't know, am I going to make a mistake? Am I going to sound funny? Are other people going to laugh at me? Forget about all of this. None of that matters. Okay, you need to keep on. You need to keep on going. Now, third point, what we do here in class in 2 hours time a week, it is wonderful. It's better than nothing, but learning a language doesn't end here, right? You got the rest of the week. How do I integrate English into my everyday life? How do I make it a lifestyle? How do I continuously expose myself to new information? This is a very important question. So in 2 hours time, like I said, it's very limited. We can do what we can do, but you individually, every single one of you, when you go back to your normal lives, after the class, you still have to have a plan. You still have to have an objective, personal objective. Hi, Rashani. Thank you for turning on. Oh, is it your camera? No, that's your picture. Okay, nice picture. So back to the story. What do I do? In 3 months' time, I want to reach to this level. In 6 months' time, I want to reach to that level. You have to have a plan. You have to have an objective in your head, because the teacher, unfortunately, we cannot set that objective for you. Every person has to set their own objective, a realistic objective. Of course, we cannot jump from A to Z immediately. We need to build it up. We need to go step by step and make sure that we put in the effort. We do the hard work. And then you go from A to B, B to C, C to D, step by step, right? Why am I explaining to you all of this in the first session? Because I want you to be successful, and because I want you to have some realistic expectations from this course. I want you to be successful. But that success doesn't just fall on our laps. It just doesn't happen overnight. We need to work towards that. I'll be guiding you, I'll be helping you, but if you really want to take this seriously, and if you really want to improve your speaking skills in English, I also need you to be systematically doing things on the side apart from classroom. What can I do is a question, right? What can you do? What can you do after the lesson? So we do have a platform, as you know, at American Council Academia. So that's a great resource. Other than the platform, open your eyes, open your ears, expose yourself to any information that is out there. I don't care what you read, but read. I don't care what you watch or what you listen, but please watch your Netflix TV shows or watch your TV shows in English, even though they might be from Sri Lanka or India. It doesn't matter. Watch something in English, read something in English, listen to the music in English, change the settings of your phone into English, of your laptop in English. Do those steps, because take those steps, because these are the little steps that you can take that will gradually help you to adjust yourself to bilingual thinking. Okay? You want to operate both in your native tongue, in Sinhalese, but also in English on the same level. This is the first objective. So how can I do everything that I do in my life, that when I speak, when I communicate in Sinhalese, how can I do all of that in English at the same time? This should be the first objective. So it is compare and contrast, cross-check. So I'm doing this task in Sinhalese. I'm typing an email at work. I'm having a phone call at work, or for a personal reason. How can I create the same replicated story in English in my mind? Give yourself little tasks every day. Today, I'm going to try to do this in English. Today, I'm going to try to write this in English. So long story short, what I'm trying to explain here is there's so much that we can do. Okay, you might ask, but how do I know if I do it correctly? Well, of course, you won't know if you're doing it correctly all the time, but when you expose yourself to new information, when you see the written material, when you listen to, English, people speaking in English in a movie or, any other resource, then you can cross-check and say, oh, this is how they say it. This is how they pronounce the word. This is how it is written. This is how it is spelled. So this is how you can cross-check and make sure that you learn the correct version of that word. You learn the correct structure. And of course, in this class, like I said, this is a speaking class, but some of my students from earlier times would remember every now and then when I find a really big, screaming, let's say, mistake in terms of grammar, I stop for a second and explain the grammar part very quickly. Again, this is not a grammar lesson, this is a speaking lesson, but again, grammar is also a big part of that. We need to learn how to speak in a proper way with the right structures. So, in a nutshell, here's a story. Today is the beginning. It's a happy day for me. It is wonderful to have you. I want you to be successful. We have two options. Starting today, we can take things seriously and we can try to integrate English into our everyday life by finding something to do every day. We do have a platform. I'm sure you might have heard of this. It is called TED. TED Talks. Maybe some of you might have heard of them. TED Talks are a great resource. I am typing in the chat box, okay? So TED Talks, TED.com is the website, okay? These TED Talks are amazing. They are given by people who are usually experts in their fields. And there are many different topics, from arts to sciences, from technology to medicine, from humanities to religion, you name it. There are many different topics. Hi, Gianni. And I want you to go to that platform and try to watch as many TED Talks as possible. It is super interactive because while you are watching the TED Talk, you can follow the transcript at the same time. You can pause, and if there is a word that you don't know, you can look it up. It is super user-friendly and is a great resource. Why? Because you are also learning about different topics. This is how it works in a language, okay? If today we study about this topic, you have an idea about this topic. If tomorrow we study about another topic, you have an idea about another topic. And when I say topic, I'm not referring to grammar. I'm referring to topics about life, topics about work life, topics about, education, topics about health. Doesn't matter. What you need right now is you want to duplicate as many different topics as possible in your head by learning the vocabulary about those different topics, right? So that's why if you listen to many different TED Talks, they're like podcasts basically, but they are videos. So you also see the person, the speaker on the stage. It's wonderful. Please go visit that website. Please try to start watching those TED Talks. And that way you basically extend your knowledge about a particular topic. Let's say about climate change. There's a speech about climate change. You watch that. What happens? Well, you learn some keywords about climate change. You learn how to pronounce them in a proper way. When you look at the transcript, you learn how to write them and spell them in the correct form. And this is what we need to do, replicate as many different topics as possible so that all of that data registers, it enters into your brain, you audibly capture the sounds, you understand how we write these words, and hopefully you'll be able to repeat and replicate the information when you need, when necessary. So don't be shy. Okay, we gotta make an effort. We want to turn English into our everyday life routine. We want to listen as much as we can in a careful way. There's a difference between active listening and passive listening. Passive listening is listening to the sound, but not paying attention to what is being said. Active listening is, okay, you might not understand everything, but at least I'm going to pay a bit more attention to understand what the person is saying. The same thing goes when you're home, ladies, especially you, if you're cleaning, if you're cooking, if you are with the house chores, turn on something, the TV or stream something in English in the background, even though you don't sit down in front of that program and watch it with a lot of attention because you might not have the time. But let that be the background noise because you still want to educate your ears, as we said, with the correct English sounds. You still want to kind of like, all right, I'm filling my ears with all these sounds constantly. Maybe the first 1 week, 2 weeks, you won't notice anything. You won't see any change. After a month, you will start identifying, oh, of course I know this word. Oh, they said this or they said that. After a couple of months, you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, I understand the context. I understand what they're talking about. Because at the same time we are studying, at the same time we are doing other things in English. So gradually, your understanding of what is being spoken is going to start getting better. This is what I'm explaining, okay? And this is the truth. This has been like that with everybody in any country, with many different other international people, not just for you or with you. This is how you immerse yourself into a language to practice and learn more. This is no secret, but we need to put in the effort. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? I've been speaking for a few minutes now. Do we have any questions about the things that I've been explaining? If you have a question, don't be shy. If you don't want to speak right away, you can type your question in the chat box and I will address and I will answer it gladly. Okay, so I know new people are connecting. Welcome back, everybody. All right, so I am teacher Matt. I'm originally from Northern California. I've been working with the great team of American Council Academia for quite a while now, and I am back to help you guys more and also grow with you after a little hiatus, after a little break. Now, what I want to do is, just like I briefly explained myself today, I want you to present yourselves. We do have quite a lot of people. It's wonderful. So very basic questions here, 3 basic questions. Where are you from? What do you do? What do you do in English? In standard American English means, what is your job? I'm a lawyer, I'm a teacher, I'm a doctor, I'm a housewife, I'm an engineer, whatever is your job. What do you do? Where are you from? And why do you want to improve your speaking? Why do you want to improve your spoken English? I want answers to these 3 questions. Where are you from? Of course, I know you are mostly from Sri Lanka, but you can be more specific. I'm from Kandy. I'm from Colombo. I'm from Railia. Okay, you tell me where you are from, and we go from there. So I want answers to these 3 questions. Where are you from? What do you do? What's your job? And why do you want to improve your speaking? Let's start with Chandra. Hello, Chandra. How are you today?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Very well.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, Chandra, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? And why do you want to improve your speaking? Tell us.
Okay. I am from Jaffna, northern part of Sri Lanka.
Okay.
And I am a businessman. I am doing foreign trade practice based in UAE, Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
And now at presently I am in Sri Lanka on vacation. So that's
Lucky
why
you.
Yeah, that's why it's my business is based on international business. So I want to improve my speaking talent as well as all writing comprehension, everything to the
wonderful.
Yeah, that's it.
And Chandra, what is your business about? What industry are you working in?
I am working as an it is a export business, metal and minerals. Corporation. I have,
minerals.
Yeah, minerals.
Okay. Big business.
Yeah, importing from raw material producing countries and process in the UAE and then re-export to the world market. That is it.
And who are your biggest customers in the world? Which countries?
South Korea. South Korean.
South Korea.
Yeah, South Korean from pure like good customers. And I am trying to EU or the North American sites. I am looking for.
You got bigger plans, so that's why you need to practice your English. Of course, it's very understandable. Chandra, wonderful. Lovely to have you in the group. Please don't be shy. And when it's your turn, feel free to speak. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chandra. Okay, let's move on to Jayani. Hello, Jayani. I have had students with that name, so I don't know if you are my old Jayani or if you're a new Jayani. How are you today?
I'm good, sir.
Okay, is this your first session with us? Yes?
No, sir.
No? Okay, are you my old student, Jayani? Because I had students called Jayani before. I'm trying to remember you because I can't see you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, very nice to have you back, Jayani. All right, so how have you been? How is life?
Good.
Good. So what did you do in the last few months? How did you spend your time? The same old? Were you
Yes, sir.
studying? Please remind me. Are you
Sorry,
working now? Are you
I
working
am
now?
working. I am working.
You're working. Okay. Is it busy at work?
Yes,
You have a lot of work? Yeah?
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Well, nice to have you back, Jayani. Thank you for coming today. Next, Kumari. Hello, Kumari. How are you today?
Good, sir. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Because you sound like
Yeah.
as if we are on different. Oh, now I can hear because you for a second sounded like as if we were on different planets. Kumari, how are
Yeah.
you? How is life going for you?
Good, sir, but life actually is interesting because I'm working
Okay.
as a chief nursing officer at a private hospital. So
Okay,
it's busy
yes.
this.
You're my old student, Kumari. You're my
Yeah,
old
yes,
student,
sir.
Kumari.
Yeah.
I remember your voice. Okay, so
Yeah.
how is hospital life going for you?
It's not bad, but busy because we
Easy.
are, yeah, not easy. It's actually because these days we are gearing up for a big expansion in our hospital. So almost
Oh,
every day we have meetings. So
okay. And what's the
meeting
reason for that expansion? What's the reason
actu-
for the expansion?
actually my hospital it's a secondary hospital. Like now they are going to expand it for a 250 bedded hospital. With special units
Wow.
like cardiac surgery, neurosurgery, and everything.
It's
Uh,
interesting. Well, I mean, because the demand is high, right? There are a lot more sick people
yeah,
than you can attend, right?
yeah,
That's the reason of the expansion.
yeah.
Okay. And then is there an illness going on nowadays? Like people are getting sick because of the flu or cold, or is there anything like affecting a lot of
No,
people nowadays?
no, sir. Actually, we had this COVID season and then chikungunya, and after that we had a season like all children are getting diarrhea and vomiting with
Oh.
fever. All those things are it's settled now. It's now actually
All
we
right.
have
So it's a peaceful
more
period.
yeah, more of surgical patients, not medical patients.
All
We
right,
have
surgical patients.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, good luck with everything. Kumari, and lovely to have you back here. I'm so
Thank you,
happy that
sir.
you came back.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. All right, let's move on with thank you. With Latika. Hello, Latika. How are you today?
Yes, sir.
All right, Latika, we are listening to you. Where are you from? What do you do? Why do you want to improve your English? Because your name doesn't ring a bell.
Yes, sir. I am from Hambantota in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
I am a registered nurse in government hospital. I want to improve.
Wonderful.
Yes, I want to improve my English speaking because I hope to migrate abroad for do my job.
To do your job. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to go?
Sorry, sir.
England.
Yes,
Where would you like to go?
I hope to migrate to UK.
To the UK. You want to migrate to the UK. Why the UK, Latika?
I think UK is very good country, no?
What makes it a good country for you? Safety?
Sorry?
Safety? Maybe safe. It's a safe country in general.
Yes.
Can we say
Yes.
that? Safety.
Yes.
Well, you are technically in Europe, even though the UK, of course, it's not a part of the European Union, but it's in Europe. And do you have relatives in the UK, Latika? Do you have friends or family?
Sorry, sir.
Sure. Do you have any family or friends in the UK?
No, sir. My friends is not there.
Okay. Wow. So it will be an adventure. You'll be the first person from your family who would live in the UK, right? If you go there, you will be the first from your family. Yeah. Well, Latika, best of luck with all of that, and you're at the right place. We'll be working on your speaking skills here. So thank you for joining. Okay, Latika. Let's
Okay,
move
sir.
on to, thank you, Manochitra. Hello, Manochitra. How are you today?
Hi, sir. I'm fine. How about you?
Okay, Manochitra, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? Meaning, what is your profession and why do you want to improve your English?
Yes, I'm from Vattala, nearby airport in Sri Lanka. I'm a beautician, professional beautician. So, coming to lots of customers. So, I want to handle. Some people are talking with me in English. Sometimes
Okay.
very different talk with them. So, I want to learn more and fluency also. That's why I came in. Studying with you.
Lovely. You say you're a beautician, right?
Yes, beautician, professional beauty hairdresser also.
Oh wow. So what procedures do you do?
All things, hair treatment and skin treatment, both are.
Okay. So why don't you give the group some tips in terms of maintaining our skin healthy? What should we do?
First of all, we are looking personality, no? That's why personality very important. Them all are want to be beauty and at the same time professional. Actually, I don't know how to tell.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Come on. I completely understand you. So yeah, you first of all analyze and
Yes.
see what conditions they have, what you can do better, right? But what are the things that we should be careful about when it comes to our skin? The sun, right? We need to protect ourselves from the sun more than anything else. Am I correct?
Yes, definitely.
Because the sun has terrible effects on the skin, right?
Yes. I am sometimes I advise them. First of all, skincare is very important.
Yes.
First, skin serum,
Hygiene.
and after then sun cream, after then normal cream, fairness or anything. I will advise them. So I can't
So
speak.
you recommend.
Yes.
You recommend people to use certain creams, certain treatments, protect
Yes.
from the sun. And
And
doesn't matter if you are, doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, sun affects everybody.
Yes.
Right?
Only.
Yes. Children, right? Very interesting, very interesting. And where are your customers from? The English-speaking customers, where are they from usually?
On Colombo side peoples.
Okay. So, but
All
they speak in English, right?
lot of Tamils. Tamils are talking too much English. They know Sinhala Tamil, but they speaking the English. I can't handle that.
Okay. So yes, you want to, of course, cater your services to everybody, and that's why you want to improve your English. Wonderful, Manochitra. Thank you for joining. You're at the right place. So let's move on to Manoj. Hello, Manoj. How are you today?
Yes, I'm well.
Tell us about yourself, Manoj. Where are you from? What do you do? Why are you here?
I'm from Makale, the center part of the Sri Lanka. It's a beautiful area. I work
Sure it is.
in.
I might have been there. I just don't remember the name, Manoj. I might have been there because I was in Raialia. I was in Baradula. I can't remember the names. I'm sorry. But I was there for sure. I was in Kandy. Is it close to Kandy?
Yeah. About 25 miles far from Kandy. Yeah.
All right. I probably passed through it then. So tell us, what do you do there?
I work in government sector as a engineering assistant.
Okay.
I am a technical field. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I had you in my classes before, didn't I?
Pardon?
I do remember. I do remember having you in my classes, didn't I? I
Yeah,
think I did.
yeah. Before
I did.
one
Okay,
time,
welcome back, Manoj.
yeah,
It was a
yeah.
long
One
time
time,
ago, yes. And then I'm not very good with names. I'm sorry, and it's been a while. But now that you mentioned about the garment business, I think I remember you. Yes. Wonderful to have you back, Manoj, and I hope you are doing something every day in terms of improving your English, right? And not just limiting yourself to our classes, but making sure that what we spoke earlier, you're listening to your music, you're watching your Netflix or movies or TV shows in English and all of that. This is for everybody super important.